Welcome back to the shooting channel, and welcome back to this episode that I'm going to shoot side by side. I've got out a bog standard AYA number 2, and I've got a Browning 30-inch game gun. And obviously this year, over the last couple of years, there's been a big comeback for people shooting side by sides. But somebody did message me to say, if I buy a side by side, is it going to be worth nothing in years to come when the still shot comes? You can shoot still shot through any gun. So if you walk into a gun shop, as long as it's not high performance still, if it's ordinary still shot, you can shoot still cartridges through guns. There's a big myth. And I had a conversation with one of the senior management team of Fiocchi and Express, and I had a sit down conversation with them. And they actually said that as long as the gun is in proof, doesn't matter what the chokes are, you can shoot still shot through a side by side, English gun or an AYA. They are just as rebuilt, just as strong as an over and under is. So, and I will do in later date, I will come up with the manufacturer and I will talk to you about why that is. You cannot shoot high performance still, but you can shoot ordinary still cartridges. So don't think to yourself, I'm not going to buy a side by side because I can't shoot. Yes, you can. And if you want to buy a nice English gun or a nice AYA, as I've done on this film before, we've got to keep our traditions going. So I'm going to shoot and I'm going to tell the difference. As it's the game season, I'm going to shoot the two different game guns. I'm going to be honest, a big thank you to our game advertiser, our game season advertiser this month. You will see me wearing a lot of Alan Payne clothing. This is their brand new Alan Payne waistcoat. So thank you for the support that Alan Payne have given us for this game season. And SWATCOM, don't forget, we still got our discount code TSC10, gets you 10% off a pair of SWATCOM on their website. Go and see them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some cartridges and I'm going to show you the difference between shooting the game gun side by side and the over and under. The only thing I would say is you want to shoot, if you shoot a side by side, you want to buy yourself a handguard. Bisley make the best handguards on the market, which is made by John Rothery Wholesale. Go to your local shooting school, they will have them. Have one of these because the barrels do get extremely hot. So I'm going to shoot a basic driven target that you would out in the game field. I'm going to start with the over and under, and I'm just going to shoot a couple of targets first. Pull. 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 So that was 10 with the over and under. Now I'm going to shoot 10 with the side by side, and I'm just going to talk to you about the differences between them. Pull. 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 and there was 10 with the side by side. And I'm going to be honest, the biggest thing that you notice a difference, everyone says they can't hit stuff with a side by side. There is no difference, and this is why if you're looking to buy an over and under or a side by side for your game shooting, don't go to your local gun shop, go to your shooting school and go and try a few out, make sure they fit you, make sure you can handle them. Because the biggest difference with one of these is with an over and under, it's a fairly weighty gun. So it's a fairly weighty gun like that. And the only difference is the comb height is a lot taller there. Obviously, obvious reasons, the barrels are over and under, but the comb is a lot taller. So when you mount that gun, you can put your head onto that gun and your eye comes over that rib. But all you've got to do on the side by side, and again, my father taught me this years and years ago, is when you mount that gun, you just touch that cheek, you don't ram it down. So if you ram it down like you're doing over and under, it won't necessarily fit you the best way. An AYA is the tallest, so if you're looking for a nice gun to go out and shoot, pick an AYA, because one of these is probably the best fit side by side off the market. But as you do that, you just do that. And again, if I mount it into the camera, I do that, and all I do is just lift my head a little bit. Whereas with the over and under, I can put it like that. So that is the only difference. Again, because they're slightly lighter, they do recoil a lot, but all you do is don't put cannon shells through it. So 28 gram sixes if you're game shooting, 24 gram clay shells if you're shooting 24 gram. But you can shoot, I've seen some really nice tall pheasants be shot by people with these, just as good. And the thing with an AYA is they are built to look like an English side by side, and this is where AYA were really clever. And AYA are still making guns to this day. And if you want an AYA, if you email contact us at theshootingchannel.co.uk or a new one, comment below, I can put you in touch with AYA and they will help you to find your gun for you. But this is the difference, is they've got drop points, very traditional colouring all over there, really, really good quality gun, made in Spain. They come in 28 inch. Number 2 is the most common. You do have a number 1, which is a little bit more money, and then you've got number 4s, number 3s, which is a lot cheaper. So they've also got 53s. You've got the centenary, so they've got everything from a number 4, which is the cheapest, number 4, number 3, which is generally the cheapest one. The most common one is a number 2, and then you've got number 1, and then you've got the different sort of limited edition stuff, 53s, centenaries, and extra. And you can go and have one built as well. If you want, again, there is nothing wrong with either of these guns, and I personally would recommend, if you are looking for a side by side, I would keep you over and under, and then I would buy yourself a nice simple AYA, go to a local shooting school, and or a nice English gun, go to your local shooting school and go and learn properly how to shoot an AYA. If anyone said, or a side-by-side shotgun, if anyone says to you side-by-sides are harder to hit stuff than over and under, rubbish, absolutely rubbish. You can kill just as much with one of those as you can with one of those. They're just slightly different. That is just a modern day gun. It's a bit like how cars have moved on, where you get electric cars and you get power steering, but you can still drive a classic car. Some people can still drive a classic car as good as a modern day car. Okay, this has got, if you look at the Brownings and the Berettas, something like that, this has got the recoil reducers on it. It's got the backboard. It's a lot more balanced, but it hasn't got all the traditional English stuff in it. But that is a killing machine, as well as that is. So comment below, are you a side-by-side person, or are you an over and under person? I'd love to hear your thought. Or are you the sort of person that is thinking, I've shot a over and under for years and years and years, I just fancy shooting a side-by-side and being traditional. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is it something you're thinking of getting? Comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think of shooting an over and under versus a side-by-side. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this programme. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us give you content like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.